Little Beast by Richard Siken. 1. An all-night barbecue. A dance on the courthouse lawn. The radio aches a little tune that tells the story of what the night is thinking. It's thinking of love. It's thinking of stabbing us to death and leaving our bodies in a dumpster. That's a nice touch. Stains in the night, whiskey and kisses for everyone. Tonight, by the freeway, a man eating fruit pie with a buck knife carves the likeness of his lover's face into the motel wall. I like him, and I want to be like him. My hands no longer an afterthought. 2. Someone once told me that explaining is an admission of failure. I'm sure you remember. I was on the phone with you, sweetheart. 3. History repeats itself. Somebody says this. History throws its shadow over the beginning, over the desktop, over the sock drawer with its socks, its hidden letters. History is a little man in a brown suit, trying to define a room he is outside of. I know history. There are many names in history, but none of them are ours. 4. He had green eyes, so I wanted to sleep with him. Green eyes flecked with yellow, dried leaves on the surface of a pool. You could drown in those eyes, I said. The fact of his pulse, the way he pulled his body in, out of shyness or shame or a desire not to disturb the air around him. Everyone could see the way his muscles worked, the way we looked like animals, his skin barely keeping him inside. I wanted to take him home and rough him up and get my hands inside him, drive my body into his like a crash test car. I wanted to be wanted, and he was very beautiful, kissed with his eyes closed, and only felt good while moving. You could drown those eyes, I said. So it's summer, so it's suicide, so we're helpless in sleep and struggling at the bottom of the pool. 5. It wasn't until we were well past the middle of it that we realized the old dull pain whose stitched wrists and clammy fingers, far from being subverted, had only slipped underneath us, freshly scrubbed. Mirrors and shop windows returned our faces to us, replete with the tight lips and the eyes that remained eyes, and not the doorways we had hoped for. His wounds healed, the skin a bit thicker than before, scars like train tracks on his arms and on his body underneath his shirt. 6. We still groped for each other on the back stairs or in parked cars as the roads around us grew glossy with ice and our breaths softened the view through a glass already laced with frost. But more frequently I was finding myself sleepless, and he was running out of lullabies. But damn if there isn't anything sexier than a slender boy with a handgun, a fast car, a bottle of pills. 7. What would you like? I'd like my money's worth. Try explaining a life bundled with episodes of this, swallowing mud, swallowing glass, the smell of blood on the first 4 knuckles. We pull our boots on with both hands, but we can't punch ourselves awake, and all I can do is stand on the curb and say, sorry about the blood in your mouth. I wished it was mine. I couldn't get the boy to kill me, but I wore his jacket for the longest time.